Hey y'all, my name's Drew. I am 30 years young. I am from Tempe, Arizona, and I am a delivery facilitator. That's like a fancy term for like a teacher for being a big boy job. It's not an actual teacher. And I go by he, his. So some of my hobbies when I'm not doing boards or LRGs is, well, nowadays you can't really because of COVID, but I love escape rooms because I like being able to like see how your brain works and using like your left side, right side, and just those fun little puzzles. I'm also huge into Pokemon. I'm always gaming, and if I'm not working, you'll find me with a game controller in my hand, and I'm a huge foodie. I love food, pickles, all the way, baby. So I have some experience in the live reality realm. My first one was actually Michigan Mole. I was super nervous going into it because I didn't know how well I could do just with me and relying on me only. And I ended up going all the way to the top 3. I got cut right before the finale, but I was super proud of myself, and I pat myself on the back for that one. And then most recently, I played Mayhem Manor, where I got to partner up with Benner, and we dominated that game socially. It just sucks at the last moment we couldn't get anyone to vote us in to get a chance to go to day 2, and we got purged out day 1. But I've learned my mistakes and I know what I gotta do to win. So I'm not new to Ascendance. I actually played in the wonderful Sin City. I'm super proud of being in part of that season. I feel like I did fairly well in that game. I had good social capital. People wanted to work with me. I found a ride or die in Jen, round 1, and she was the one I went to for everything, and I had her back to the bitter end. I'm one of 4 in history to draw a white rock and go home, and I'm super proud of that. I would do it again. I ride or die for my number 1, and that's not all. I also played Ghost of the Past Mini, which I had a huge target going in because it was just after season 9 and there was a lot of us there, so they were picking off season 9 people, but I knew to lay low and make myself not look like a huge target, and I ended up finding myself in a good power position where people wanted to bring me to the end. I ended up winning the final challenge and ended up losing in the final 2 to JG, but by doing that, I have never been voted out of Ascendance, and I don't plan on doing it now. I decided to apply for live because I haven't got to do a live fully where you have to like strategize and do your social chops. And I love the production when I played behind in season 9. And when I got the opportunity to jump and do this, I knew I had to. I feel like if I can do as good as I do online, this is a shorter span of time, and I feel like I can do what I do online better in person. So I wanted to prove that not only to myself, but those around me, that I am going to be one of the greatest in Ascendance history. The thing I'm most nervous about coming in is seeing someone who knows how I play games. Someone maybe like a Rayanne, because she plays super similarly to me, and I don't want anyone here who knows how I play. That's not necessarily saying I'm going to play like I normally play. I want to be able to have the freedom to play if I want to play a behind the scenes game, try to just rely on my social skills. I don't want to just be boxed in, and I feel like if there's people here who know me, I'll get boxed in. So that's my biggest fear, not being able to be open enough to do a strategy that I want to use. Coming into this game, I always feel like I come in making friends, making bonds, and I think in my head I'm playing a heroic game, but those around me always seem to think I play a villainous game. I don't know if it's because they think I talk to too many people and break promises, but I know for a fact people are going to think I'm a villain in this game, but I want to prove them wrong, and I'm going to be super calculated in everything I do to prove to them that stigma of me being a villain is not happening. I am going to be a hero. So after all said and done, I just want people to remember me for being there for them, being that bubbly, smiling face that they remember in the game. Even if I may have backstabbed them, I want them to know, oh, Drew is a good person. He has a positive energy about him. I just love being around him. It sucks that we have to try to take him out, but they're going to remember that smile. They're going to remember how positive I am around them, and they're going to want to be around me. And that's what I just want people to remember. At the end of the day, it's a game. We're all humans, especially with everything going on nowadays in the world. We just need to spread love and positivity, and you don't see that a lot in these games, and that's what I'm going to try to do. Yes, it's a game at the end of the day, but at the end, like, we are human, and where's love, you know? So the thing I hope to take away from Ascendance Live is just proving to myself that I'm not this just like meek, incapable guy who only is a one-trick pony. I just want to prove to myself that I can be up there with the best of them. I want to show that I do have challenge skills, that I am strategic, that I am social. And at the end of the day, I just want to play the game how I want to play it. I'm not here to be in anyone's box and have them perceive me one way. I'm going to do at the end of the day what I want to do, because I'm the one that I have to sleep with myself at night, and that is what I'm going to do moving into the game. The one person I'm like super nervous that's in this cast is Rayanne. And I say that because Rayanne's really good at what she does. I love her to death, but in these games, she clocks me like no other. She knows the kind of game that I play. She knows what I do, so I'm just very nervous to like show up and see her, because I just know if she's here, then I'm going to have to either A, be forced to work with her, or B, my whole mission is B, to get her out. And again, I don't want to be put into a box. So she's my biggest worry that is here. The type of player that I'm hoping is in this cast is someone that I'm able to like bounce ideas off of, and I know for a fact what I tell them isn't going to get ran off to anyone else. So I want that other person who is like me. When you have your ride or die, you're their ride or die, and they're going to do what they can not only to look out for themselves, but you. That's like the kind of partnership that I like, and that's what I'm hoping I can find in someone here to help me succeed and get to the end. So that's what I'm hoping for. So I want people to root for me, because I feel like positivity is my biggest like go-to in these kind of games, and I think people are gonna see that when it comes out with the game. Yeah, I may be doing deceitful things, but at the end of the day, it's a game, and I just want people to remember I'm that fun, carefree guy who just jokes around a lot and doesn't take anything too seriously. You can't take life too seriously because it's already hard out there as it is, so no need to be hard on yourself. Just gotta love yourself, and at the end of the day, just be you. And that's what I'm hoping people see, is I'm me, and that's all I can hope for. You know you love me. XOXO. Gossip Girl.